All right, we got Brian, our good friend Brian, OG Cyber, who handles all of the Cyber Odyssey events. Behind us is the V2 Cyber Odyssey Cybertruck, and he has some new toys to share with us. So why don't we take a look?
Yeah, where do we start? My goodness. So yeah, V2. This is the second truck. This is the dedicated Cyber Odyssey truck, and we wanted to build this one for Cyber Odyssey specifically. So what do? The first thing we wanted to do is get away from those plastics. So what we did was we went with steel. So here we are with the new rear bumper here from Unplugged Performance. This is a nice feature. You can put this on your bumper. You can step up on there. Oh my goodness.
I usually just stick my foot right here, and when I come out, my toes lift up, and I'll get caught right here.
100%. So this
cool.
is a nice feature. Obviously, you've got all the little spots. You can put some lighting in the bottom. It's a great looking bumper.
Oh, that's cool, because now these are exposed, huh? For the hitch.
That's right. Okay. You don't have that plastic cover that goes over anymore. So this is all open, but it's obviously because functionality, right? So you can actually use this rear bumper as a actual function of the truck.
It's steel now, right?
It's steel, baby. Woo! You hear that knock?
Man,
you know that's good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, you might notice that the truck is the same color as what it was before, except we did a couple little things here. We've embossed the Unplugged Performance logo in here in the back and on the tailgate as well. We've got the Cyber Odyssey on the sides. And what do we have here on the side? We actually have the steel rock sliders right here. So you got steel back here and steel right here. So this has all been replaced. All that plastic goes away. So really ready for some rugged off-road terrain. And to complement that, to really be off-road, we have to go with some really meaty tires. So we've got BFGoodrich here. These TAs are really strong off-road. You can air down because now we have the actual bead locks. Bead locks are correct. Yes, sir. So we were airing down before with the factory wheel with off-road tires. We would go down to about 20, really not have too many problems, but I'm sure you've seen some of those videos out there. We've had to get reseat tires onto the wheels. It's a big pain in the butt, but we've had to do that several times. I was lucky not to have to do that on my truck, but I've helped several fix their beads come off. So that's that piece. So this is nice. This allows me to run actually in a situation where I'm not in bead lock. So if you look at it closely right now, we're not locked in. So you can actually see all the little locks here, just all these screws waiting to be locked in. So they're legal to drive like that. And if you want to go off-road, you reseat the tire on, and then you basically torque these down onto the tire, and then you can go and air down to whatever you want, 5 psi.
Previously, what tires did you run? I remember you had those much wider ones.
Yeah,
right?
So I've run a lot of different tires. Matter of fact, over here, if we look next to me, Will's truck, that looks familiar, does it not? Because that was on my truck. This exact set of tires, these were on my truck, and actually debuted these at the X Takeover. So these actually ran on my truck. Really great, aggressive. This is a very open tread pattern as well. These are Kenda cleavers.
These are 24s, right?
These are 24s, and they're on 35 1250. So this is a very wide stance. If you can look at the front tire, look at how that thing's kicked out like that.
Yeah.
So that's a wide. I mean, that's going to give you some roller resistance, like we talk about all the other times with the range. But very aggressive, good looking. So I ran those. So we were talking about, what did I run? Well, I ran those.
700 watt-hour per mile or something.
I was sometimes I was in the 8s. Yeah, not even pulling a trailer, believe it or not. So, you know, range is a concern with that, but it's really great looking. So you got to go looks over functionality, right? So I ran those. Those are Kenda cleaver tires. I had on my truck, when we talked in Glamis, I was running a 35 1250 20 on the factory wheels, and those were Kenda cleavers. And those we talked a little bit about range loss there. I was getting about 200 miles on a charge with that setup.
Your range was 200 miles.
200 miles with that. That's, you know, you're trying to do things with your truck. You're not babying it. So I mean, 200 miles is a safe number. So moving forward here, let's take a look at the front of this truck. Getting away from the sides and the tires, we got this beastly front end. Look at this guy. Again, away from the plastics. That's our new front end, also from Unplugged Performance. So we've basically got rid of all of the plastics around the truck and gone, except for the fender flares. This will probably be a future upgrade where we do something wider with this because the tires stick out a little bit. Beyond what we just saw there, if we go to the top of the...
I'm loving this Odyssey series right here.
This is it right here. That's it. Not a foundation, it's an Odyssey series. How about that?
Nice.
Because this is the second truck that we've had, so this truck is just basically full on dedicated to Cyber Odyssey.
Up top.
Yep, we got the unplugged light bar. This is native 48 volts, which is great. Good luck on finding something out there outside of Unplugged that's doing a native 48 volt light bar. That light bar is intensely bright. Dual row, amazing light off-road. So, you know, we've matched that up with the front light bar on the bull bar here. So you got this lighting, you got your normal lighting, and you got that. That's great. And then we've had pockets that we can put some more lighting in here. So we've had other places we can put some lighting. And of course the roof rack, that's also all unplugged. All the roof bars are from Unplugged. So we've done quite a bit with this truck.
And you got a new website.
That's it, cyberodysseyusa.com. Just simplifies things, allows people to sign up and get the event alerts. So if you want to go out to Cyber Odyssey, you want to experience what it's like to run your truck off-road, join us at Cyber Odyssey. Go to the website, just click on there and put your information in. We'll put you on the mailer and you'll get the information for our next event. Hang out with us and see what Cyber Odyssey is all about.